Hey, you guys. I don't have my mic on yet. Hold on, give me 1 second. We gotta do our sound check.
Oh, I didn't bring in headphones. I should have.
You gonna do what?
I didn't bring in headphones. I should have.
Oh,
It's all right. No big deal.
no big deal. No problem. Okay. Can you hear me, babe?
Go ahead and talk again.
Mic check, mic check.
There
One,
you
two,
go.
one,
Yeah,
two.
you look good.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
You look good on the board. Put
I
it
look
that
good.
way.
Oh, I thought you were telling me I look good.
You do look good, but right, no big deal. All right. Well, there you go. I can hear you.
Okay.
Now I gotta turn the sound down. There we go.
I'm tired, y'all. So y'all excuse my energy today. But I'm not even tired. I'm tired.
Well, I just knocked you over.
Why are you throwing stuff, babe?
Now I gotta turn the sound down. There we go. Hopefully I didn't break it.
Okay.
Oh, it's just my glasses. My glass case.
I couldn't even find a whole sheet of my paper, so we'll be using leftover, chingaderas. You know what I'm trying to say. Those two go over there. I'm gonna clean my desk before I show y'all, because y'all don't need to. I'm missing letters. Oh no. Okay, baby. Who do we have with us tonight?
Well, at the moment, we only have a few.
We'll take a few.
We have Flea Brown from Santa Barbara,
Hey, Flea.
Angie Champagne,
Hey,
and
Angie.
Sheila Mortensen Teagan. They are on the Facebooks. Kathleen Hoovis from Illinois is on the YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
And she just also popped in on Facebook. And Memory Williams is here. And I want to say Flea and Angie were both with us on yesterday.
Yesterday. I think that's why I'm tired, y'all.
You are definitely down because that's a lot in 2 days.
It is. Oh, good. This one's here, too. Okay. I'm trying to get myself together, y'all.
So, whilst we wait for more people to join and while Royce digs through her stash,
Gets herself together.
just a quick reminder, if you are on Facebook, would appreciate it if you would share, if you would make a comment, even if it's just to say hi, and of course, like the page, and you get to pick an emoji. Which one do you want?
I put a zippered bag on your chair, too. I thought we haven't done a giveaway in a long time.
Oh, yeah, it was over here.
Yeah.
So I posted one, and so we would very much like that. If you're on YouTube, what we would love is if you would hit the thumbs up, if you would subscribe, and if you would hit the bell, which sets up notifications. But again, customize your notifications. You don't want to get everything. Just get the ones that you want. I understand. If this is one of the ones you don't want, we get that. That's okay. I'm the king of I do not want notifications.
I can't have notifications because I get distracted.
That's part of it. The other part is I record for a living. So if I got things going ding,
Oh, yeah, huh?
there be problem.
Oh, just so you know, on your new iPhone, you can put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Oh, okay.
Is this what you were talking about?
Yes. What's in there? Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, we'll do a giveaway tonight.
So we would appreciate all that. That's all that to say. We would appreciate it. You don't have to do any of that to have fun with us. But if you would, we'd like it.
It'd
And
be
we'd
nice.
say thank you.
It would be nice. This spoon must be from... I've been live a lot because I had my membership Thursday, and then I was live on Saturday, and then live today.
So Saturday, for those of you that don't know, every other week now, Royce does a Whatnot show. Oh, wait, we didn't do the welcome. Do the welcome.
Do the welcome. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you are new here, my name is Royce Hunt Bell. The voice you hear behind the camera, Lord, is my husband, David Bell, and together we make up Roycycled Treasures. We meet here most Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific time, where we craft and chat and whatever else my husband decides he's going to do. I never know. But welcome.
So so every other week now. It was every week.
For Whatnot.
But that got to be a little too much.
Yeah, every week was a lot.
Because you've got the membership too.
Yes.
So now it's every other week, typically Fridays.
Yes.
At 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. Royce goes live on Whatnot and sells off stuff. Extra craft supplies, found items, I think would be a better way to put it than craft.
I've been picking for a long time. So I found a whole bowl of doorknobs right now, and I was looking for my stamps.
Oh.
I know. So I'll probably have doorknobs
in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I never know, you guys. Yeah. I've been picking for so long, I honestly don't know what I have.
So that's what you were doing. But it was this Saturday because we have an event. We always have an event here in our community. But this is one that made a comeback. It had been around for a while. You were part of the organizing group for this. Mm-hmm. Then it stopped during COVID.
Yes.
Then it came back, but then it stopped again, and now it's back again.
Yes.
And it's called Pamper Me Ladies Night Out.
And they went to 2 days.
They went to 2 days. It is designed by women for women. Mm-hmm. And that's the best way to put it. Vendors that have items that women want.
Yes.
And there's a fashion show as part of it with a catwalk.
And the funny thing is, it was conceptualized in the back of the van in Gila Valley Leadership while we were parked at Lake Lottahocky because we did not want to be out the van.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's a long time ago because I was in class number 4.
Yeah.
And I think they're like on class, 15 now or
no,
something?
They're in 8. Well, I was in 9.
Okay.
In 14. So they're at 19 now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm getting old, y'all. I'm losing track of time.
So anyway, that was that. I had to work it, cover it, and you were supposed to go with our daughter-in-law.
Well, I had asked her if she wanted to go.
But she had a wedding.
Yeah, she had a wedding.
She had a wedding to go to, so she didn't go. And then you were in design mode, so you did not go. But we had already moved the Whatnot to Saturday.
Yeah. Well, you weren't there, and you wouldn't have, because you covered, so you couldn't be there anyways, yeah.
But, I mean, theoretically, you could do it. There are people that do Whatnots alone. I can't imagine how.
I don't want to do it by myself.
But they do.
My poor husband, y'all, he married an independent woman, and now he has me.
An independent woman that has never driven with me in the car.
I've driven a couple times.
Yeah, like
3.
Yeah, for me to get my car. I have to pick up my car at, getting the new tires put on or something.
There's just certain things that my grandpa taught me, baby.
I'm fine with it.
It's ingrained.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, Queen Linda Steffens was part of our team on Saturday as well. We appreciate that.
I know, Queen Lydia. I want to see your because she's the one who got the junk journal package with the atlas and the other little book. So I want to see what you make. I'm sorry, I'm scraping off paint off my desk.
So Royce is a little subdued today. Let's just put it that way.
I am y'all, I could go to sleep right now, and I don't mean a cat nap either. I mean knocked out, mouth open, snoring, knocked out kind of sleep. Right now.
So we have Kathy Engelbreath. I've been watching you guys for close to a year now. Always watch on TV, so I can't comment, but she's watching from Neenah, Wisconsin. So I'm guessing she's visiting there, which is one of the towns near Appleton, which is true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were just there.
There's another, I just saw another Whatnotter, Melissa Cue Gomez.
A Whatnotter, that's what he's calling you guys now.
Yeah.
No, the Whatnots are, it's to me, it's fun. I get to curate stuff for 2 weeks for the show. I always curate more than I actually get loaded, which those of you who come, you know about. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the things that I'm finding in my own stash, by the way. Still finding, after months, I'm still finding stuff in my own stash. That's bad, baby. Tonight we had talked about doing gift wrapping ideas, and so that's what we're gonna do tonight. Let me put you guys down so you can kind of see. Now that I've straightened up my table a little bit, not very much, but this was the last project we did together. We were making gift ideas, right? And so we used the wood cradles from IOD, but we used this side of it. And these molds, I say these are from the, oh my gosh, what is that mold called?
You're among your people now, so it's not like Whatnot, where you some people may know or may not know.
Oh, I know.
All you gotta do is say, what are these called?
I know that somebody's on the cameo molds, and then these were from a different mold. I can't remember this one either, but we were making, and I forgot the name of the things we were making too. Anyways, so this is how they turned out. I still need to glue these in here, and I still need to touch up my paint a little bit. I trimmed my paper. You can still see the red in there a little bit. So I'm going to go in there with a really small brush and touch that up. But we did paint red under our gold so that the gold would look richer. And the backs are decoupaged using a piece from the crockery decoupage paper. So I didn't really finish it, but I'm going to finish it. But I think this would look really nice, though.
Chris Schmidt says intaglio.
Thank you, Chris.
And I think we decided that's not how it's pronounced. Also, Kathy Engelbrecht says, no, she lives in Neenah.
Oh, okay.
And she discovered you after she discovered Sonnet. Who, by the way, her new box just came out, and somebody said Denise Leonard just got Sonnet's box with the new papers.
Yes. Yeah, I designed custom papers for Sonnet's subscription box. And so I'm always curious to see, because they don't know what they're going to get.
Right.
It's a little bit all over. It could be an industrial paper. It could be, I don't know. I forget what this month is. I cannot tell a lie. Because Sonnet is terrible to me. She's so mean. She makes me design papers like way in advance.
I was going to say, you're going to go behind the curtain and say, you designed like, I don't know, what, a dozen for her at once?
Well, yeah, that was the start.
Yeah.
But now, like, I have to do 4 for next year is what I have slated now. But because I'm working ahead, I don't always remember what's going to go in which box. But I think that if I remember right, it has something to do with these, right? I think I'm right. So I'm going to put this away, and we are going to work on some new projects tonight. So gift wrapping ideas. Let's do my first one. I'm going to turn this over. Oh, look, the back side is dirty too.
Flea said Sonnet offered your papers from past boxes, and I bought at least one of each.
Oh, during Black Friday? Yeah.
Oh, was that her sale?
Yes.
Oh.
She had like a sale for...
Sonnet buys a lot, so it makes sense she'd have some left over.
Yes. So I have these little linen, I don't know if they're linen, canvas, linen, I don't know. They're little bags. They're super cute. And I thought it would be fun to create something if you were giving like jewelry or, a cute trinket for a gift, rather than putting it in a box, putting it in a bag, right, is an idea. So I wanted to make something with these little bags. So our first project, we're going to be using decoupage, of course. And the paper that I'm going to be using is and I can never remember because I changed my mind. It's either Christmas Postal or Postage Christmas. You guys know the paper. It's the one with all the stamps. And you guys can see that I've already used several of the stamps from this paper. But for tonight, I think I'm going to use this one. I love these little cutie little birdies right here. And I know that for some people, the idea of cutting these out and cutting around this kind of edge that keeps it looking like a stamp is a pain in the butt, and nobody wants to do that. So I've cheated, and I bought my pinking shears that I found at the thrift store. These are old school. They weigh like almost 5 pounds. No, they're heavy duty though. To cut my paper so that I can maintain kind of a jaggedy edge so that it still looks like a stamp even after I do it. I want to iron this. I guess it'll be fine though.
Dana Block said, yes, Silhouettes is Sonnet.
Yes. I thought that was the one, but I wasn't sure. So I hope you guys like that one. I'm curious to see what everyone does with it.
Janet Lauter says homemade ornament bag. What that would be? That's
That
really
would
cool.
be, you know what? Because so many office parties, right? I know George was invited to an ornament
We have
exchange.
one this Wednesday.
An ornament exchange?
Well, a Christmas party.
No, I was thinking specifically a lot of offices have ornament exchanges.
Right.
And that would be super cool if you had some ornaments that you had made and you could put them in a little bag and present them. That'd be really
There's
beautiful.
your gift for this Wednesday.
Very good idea. I have to make it, baby.
Well, you're making it now.
I have to make ornaments to go in it, though.
Well, you've got ornaments.
No, we did a giveaway on Whatnot.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut, in order for this to fit on my little bag and still be cute, I'm going to make it smaller, but I'm going to use my pinking shears to cheat, which aren't exactly like the stamp's edge would be because they're more jaggedy. They're more zigzag.
All right, hold on. Well, you've already started cutting, right?
I have.
Because I'm looking at the video. Dana Block says a hole punch would work well, too.
A hole punch would work well, but that would be slower, Dana. But yes, a hole punch would work really well. I think that's what Michelle Adamus did for hers. And I had some zigzag scissors, but yeah, I know I couldn't find them. So we are having a make it work moment right now, but it'll be fine.
And Rima Becerra says, what's the brown paper for?
Rima, oh, you know what, Rima? This is my brain is not working tonight.
Is it butcher block paper?
No, this is not paper at all. This is sheets that we use when somebody help me out. The sheets for heat. So like I can iron on top of this and it'll absorb the heat. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, gotcha.
This is what I use instead of like paper, so I can use it over and over again when I'm using iron-on decoupage. I just can't remember the name of it right now because my brain is not working. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a mess tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. A red hot mess. Teflon sheet. Thank you.
Pamela Culpadare. First one in.
This is a Teflon sheet. So like for us, those of us who craft a lot, I always think about how sustainable my practices are, right? Like, am I throwing away a lot of stuff all the time because we do so much crafting? We love to upcycle, and I just feel like I should take my efforts of upcycling into my supplies as well as just, upcycling the thrift store thing. So the Teflon sheet is what I use instead of parchment paper when I'm using the iron-on decoupage because I can use it over and over again. And I was going to iron this bag before I started, but I decided not to because although my iron is up there, I really should iron it first. I'm going to do it. Can you hand me that little bitty iron up there on that dresser? This poor dresser has been prepped for a year now, you guys. Probably over a year. And I haven't done it yet.
You got to wait a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
baby.
okay. It's just...
Be careful with that soda now.
I know. But I'm also
Lord.
not... clipped
you're tethered, huh?
I am.
See that white cord right there?
I do.
That it's on the end of there. I don't know where the stand is for it though. Me and George are gonna come clean out my craft room, y'all. It's a mess in here. We are. I think we have a date scheduled for this week. Thank you, because I don't want to go into 2025 a mess. Thank you, baby.
Just looking to see if there's something that might be like stand-like.
Oh, there it is right there.
Where
I see
it is. All right.
Oh, okay. So I'm using my little mini press, my Cricut mini press. I'm going to turn her on and sit her over here so she can heat up. And I want to iron this first just so I can, I know I'm going to wet it when I decoupage, but I just want to make sure. And I'm not going to paint the back of my paper because it's a light color. So we should be fine. But I think that this is going to be cute. I could even do it like that. I think that might be cuter, right? That kind of makes it seem more like a postage stamp if it's on there imperfectly. What do you guys think? Should I put it on straight? Or should I put it on kind of cattywankers a little bit?
All right, now here's my question. Are you going to do both sides?
I could.
I think you'd almost want to, wouldn't you? I don't know. You guys are the designer and no matchy and all that stuff.
I generally don't like matchy. I like things to coordinate but not match. And I'm looking for a little piece of plastic to put inside of my bag because I'm not going to use the iron-on method tonight. I'm going to use the regular method. So I'm going to cut a piece of plastic to go behind here so that when I put my decoupage medium on, it doesn't like bleed all the way through. And this is just a piece of plastic from, you know, when you get your stamps and you have to peel that one piece of plastic off. I keep these sheets because I use them for so many things. So I have a stack of them and I use them for things. So I'm going to put this in here so that when I put my decoupage medium on, it doesn't go all the way through. And this is a really fast project. I'm making it look longer. I should iron it before I put that in there, huh? And I could use the iron-on method. I could use the saran wrap method with this piece. I thought about doing that, but honestly, I couldn't find the saran wrap. So I'm just going to just do it regular. I'm looking around because I should have a roll of saran wrap right here by my desk. I'm going to make sure my plastic is going to fit. I think it is. It's pretty perfect. So I'm just going to iron this really quickly. You guys, this Teflon is so inexpensive. I got like several sheets for less than $10 and I use them a lot. So I'm going to iron this just to make sure. Usually if I'm going to be working with fabric, I like to wash it first. I did not wash these first, so let's pray everything works out well. But a lot of times when you buy fabric, it has sizing in it, and sizing is just like starch. I mean, it's not starch, but it's kind of like starch in that they put it on the fabric. It's to keep it from absorbing any kind of stains when it's in the stores, to keep its crispness. But it does create like a coat. So if you're doing a larger project on fabric, you can wash it just like you would laundry and anything else, and put like a cup of vinegar in your laundry to help remove the sizing out of your fabric. But I think because we're decoupaging, this should be fine. And I just want it to be laying flat when we start so that I'm not fighting with it. And again, if I were doing the iron-on method, I could use this Teflon sheet too, instead of the parchment paper. And then I could use it again and again, and I wouldn't be throwing something out into the landfill. So I'm just putting a piece of plastic in here so that it doesn't, when I put my decoupage medium down, it doesn't bleed to the other side. And did we have any votes? Should I go cattywankers or should I go straight with my stamp?
Let's see. Dior Design Decor says yes, angle. Denise Leonard, yes, wonky. Janet Lauter, perfectly imperfect. Rima says straight. Rima also asked, won't the plastic melt?
Yes, and that's the point. I'm not going to iron it, Rima. I'm not going to do the iron-on. If I was going to do the iron-on, I wouldn't put the plastic in there. I wouldn't even need it, honestly, because I'd be... See, now you guys make me want to do it. Let's do an iron-on method. We'll do a modified iron-on method for you guys. We won't do it with the plastic. We'll just do it with decoupage medium.
And Ariana Sanchez is watching.
Hey, Ariana. That is your name forever, just so you know. Forever.
And for everybody to understand, that's our daughter-in-law. So that's why I call that one out.
So, you know what? Let's do the iron-on method. Since we have the iron out, I'm going to go ahead and put my decoupage medium on the back of my paper. And this kind of works well with this too, because then you're only putting product exactly where you need it, and you don't have to figure out where to put the product on your bag. You guys know what I mean? Not that it would be horrible, but your fabric would be stiff wherever you put it on your bag. And so I'm going to put a generous coat on the back of this. I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to put another coat on before we iron it onto the fabric. So.
Marty Hardy says, late again.
Hey, Miss Marty.
It's all right. We don't ever mind.
We don't take attendance, so you're good. Do they even take attendance anymore? They probably have some electronic way to do it. I remember those books, the attendance books, because I used to have to walk them to the office sometimes.
I assume they did because, well, I know they did when my kids were still in high school.
I know. But I feel like technology escalated quickly. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's funny. Do you guys remember the school announcements over the intercom? First, it was just the adults who did it, and then I think by the time I was a senior, there would be like like the kids who were like doing, like the yearbook and stuff would do the announcements over the intercom. But now they have like a whole YouTube channel. Have you looked at Safford High School's
Oh yeah,
YouTube
I'm a
channel?
subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they had the Mr. DeRitter wigs with like the hair missing, I was like, oh my gosh, we would have never made fun of Mr. Boniface. I was scared of Mr. Boniface.
Marty asks, if I were to use burlap, would the iron method work?
Yes. The burlap has a lot more texture. Oh man. What am I? Okay. I really want to use this piece of paper, you guys. If I have to use another piece, I'm going to be sad.
Janet Borger says, in Florida, they take attendance in the computer. I assume it's all digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I guess the question was not do they take attendance, but how would have been a better question.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to look like a vintage stamp now, you guys, because I jacked it up. Okay, I'm going to finish drying it. And then I'm going to put some more, another layer of decoupage medium. And the reason why I dry in between the two mediums is because if I just go on with more, I'm not really putting an additional layer. I'm just moving around what's already on there. So I really want to dry that first layer and have it set before I put on the second layer. And I'll be careful this time not to decoupage my edges down. I was trying to make sure and get stuff all the way to the edge so that my thing would stick well.
Our announcements weren't over the intercom. My school was so big, each of the counselors were responsible for a homeroom. And a homeroom had each grade level.
Yeah.
So there were freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And you stayed with that counselor for 4 years, and that counselor did the announcements. I think we had, probably a good 24 counselors.
Oh, wow.
We had to. I mean, just my
Yeah,
class had
you guys
1,000.
were huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. My class had like 300, and that was huge at the time.
So-
Ours was the biggest class who had come through in a long time.
But students did do stuff. We had a television and radio program, and this was in 1980, and I took that all 4 years, which is how I wound up in this industry. I was on the air as a sophomore.
Oh, wow. I know David said that he was working at a local radio station in high school. So the second layer, I'm going to leave it wet, you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this right where I want it. And it's going to look like an old stamp because I tore it, but it's all good.
Flea Brown, how did you get that much heat? How did you get that much paint on your heated tool?
Girl, so Thursday night at the membership, I kept picking up my heated tool, and I was like, where am I picking up paint from? Well, I had spilled paint under my desk, and I didn't realize it.
And
That's why I came in and took my shoes off in the kitchen.
And it wound up on your heated tool and my charger.
Yes, I ruined David's charger.
You didn't ruin it. It just got paint on it.
It has paint on it. He said, see, it was perfectly fine until I let you borrow it. Now it has paint on it.
And I want to stress, you're the one who made the comment that the phone I traded in to get this new one
It was like new.
was like new. That's because it's an electronic. I try to treat it with... I like to be delicate with my very expensive electronics.
My phone would look new too if I took it in because I don't take my case off.
Yeah.
I mean, the case looks,
Yeah.
But I mean, if I took it outside the case, the phone would be essentially new.
Right.
But I saw the young lady's face when you handed her your phone. I was laughing because your phone is like, what, 4 years old?
Oh, at least.
At least?
Oh, probably
but it
more.
looks brand new. Yeah.
I want to say we got that phone before we got married.
No, this was the one we got.
I think we weren't married yet, though.
Oh, are you sure?
Because you got me that phone. You went in and put the smackdown on the...
I did not put the smack down.
Yes, you did.
I want to tell the story because you tell the story makes me sound mean.
You tell the story.
So David goes to the Verizon store. His phone was 6 years old, you guys, and we've been with Verizon because we were still together.
My phone was before I moved here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This was still your account. This wasn't our account yet. But still, he had this account forever. He goes in and they tell him that he needs to pay like what, over $1,000 or something
Yeah,
crazy?
I think it came out to about $1,600 by the time I was done.
Yeah. So they wanted him to pay $1,600 that day. And I was like, oh no. And so we made an appointment and I went in with him. And I was not mean, but I was stern.
You were direct.
I was very direct. And he walked out paying $50, and that was for the Otter phone case.
Yeah, for the case.
And he thinks it's funny because there's a comedian who talks about if you need to trade your phone in, take a black woman.
Well, he says if you need a refund.
If you need a refund, yeah. No, I was just direct. Like, don't be trying to take advantage of my husband. I had a little overhang right here.
Well, what made me laugh was the clerk, this poor girl. Is this phone for you, ma'am, or is it for him? It's for him.
It's for him. I was just looking at her. She knew what she was trying to ask me, baby. See, you don't understand the subtleties of women. These women in this group, y'all know how it is. We're subtle in our... I'm wondering if I should put a little... I feel like I need to, like... Now that it's imperfect, I need to put a little imperfectness on here. But...
Tea stain it?
Oh, man. Yeah. We forgot to put something in there to protect it.
Jim Visithin, this is a first, driving home from Bible study.
Oh, my.
Watching on my phone, listening through the CarPlay while Alyssa drives. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, that was close. I didn't put anything in there. Make sure you put something in between there. But you guys can see, like, it's ironed on there, right? It's stuck. So I do want to put another layer over the top just for protection. But I'm going to try to get it only on the stamp. But I was wondering if I should go in and add, for the sake of tonight, because I'm going to try to get through 3 projects, I will not do that. So, super cute project, super easy, right? And now you have something. And because this paper has so many subjects on it, you could make something custom for like everybody on your list. If somebody loves Santa Claus, if they love nature, there are even some like Art Deco pieces on here, which I think one of them is cut out, but one of them is here. So there's something for everybody, I think. That's what I tried to do on this decoupage paper. You guys can see I like it. Oh no, there's the other one. So you guys can see these pieces are more modern. So you could make something that would be for everybody just using one piece of the recycled decoupage paper. So this would be super fun. And even if you had like a larger bag, you could do a couple of stamps kind of overlapping. Like if they had been mailed. I'm going to go ahead and put another layer on top of this.
Flea says, Ken agrees. You need a refund? Take a black woman. Dior Design and Decor says, put your plastic in.
I know. I was going to put my plastic in, and then I'm like, but I want to iron it. So I should have cut a piece of like cardstock. So if you're going to use the iron-on method, and you're going to need to protect your other side, just use a piece of cardstock, or even a piece of parchment paper would work. Just something. It won't bleed through this paper, so I think I'm going to be okay. But this is stuck on there really, really good. And another product that you guys could use is, there's a product on the market. It's like vinyl, but it's basically like liquid vinyl. And you could use the exact same process as I am with, and I'm just using Wise Owl's varnish tonight, I think. So you guys could use like whatever you have on your bench, on your workbench already. You don't need anything special. But the vinyl would offer you a little bit more protection. And I'm going to dry this really quickly, and then we're going to do another project. But I think these little bags would be super cute. And you could paint this too. If you wanted to paint this, you could stick that plastic in there. You could paint this a color and then put your stamp on there. Although if I were gonna put this stamp over a color, I would have painted the back of my paper white first. But this is nice and simple and cute. And actually, I will probably use this. What party are we going to Wednesday, baby?
Seekus.
Okay, Seekus.
So I sit on the board of the nonprofit that Royce used to be the director for.
Yes.
And it's our staff Christmas party. So you'd always gone as the director, and I was your +1. Now you get to go along with me
Now I'm his +1.
as my +1 as a board member. So
super cute, right? And I know everybody's worried because it's paper. I mean, it's not going to be the same as fabric. I'm not going to misrepresent, but it's flexible enough that you could easily put something in here and your paper is going to be fine. And so, super cute, really quick. You could bang out like several of these fairly quickly if you wanted to make a bunch of them. So that's number 1, project number 1. Let me clean up so that I do not leave a giant pile of mess over here.
anybody have any questions, just go ahead and say them or just comment.
Yeah,
Anything you want to talk about?
I just set this down on the surface because I had put a little bit of medium and I didn't want it to stick to the back of the bag. I probably should have put a new thing down. So the next project that we're going to do, I think it's going to be fun. I have this big old roll of brown paper that I probably should have trimmed before we came on, but I did not. So we're going to trim some off right now.
While you do that, I'm going to tell a story.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So I'm at the ladies' event on Friday night. It's me. The only men there are working booths. You know, they're vendors.
Yes.
And me, who's working because I'm covering it. I'm taking photos and doing interviews. And 2 young college students, 2 young men.
Yes.
And they're holding hands, so I'm guessing they were very happy being there. Anyway, I'm going around to the booths. And one of the booths is a friend of ours who happens to be another Felicia.
Oh, yeah.
Who, like you and I, like Flea and Ken, that's
Yeah.
her relationship. So we always talk. She's sweet, she's kind, she does a candle business. She understands the aggravation you go through. You understand hers. It's great to talk to somebody that gets it.
Yes.
So we're chatting. And she tells the story of you going to the post office one day. You were overloaded with packages that had to go out.
And her son was so sweet. He volunteered to help me.
And he volunteered to help. So young man, I think he's what, 12, 10,
Yeah,
somewhere
about
around
that
there.
age.
And she said, as they were going after helping you, why does that lady have so much stuff at the post office?
I was a big day. I had so much stuff I was taking to the post office.
And Flea said, well, I'll show you. And then called up some of the videos. And he was so impressed at everything that you do, knowing everything his mom does.
Yeah, because he sees her working.
Because he sees her working all the time.
Yeah.
So I tell that story, and she told me that story, to say, folks, even if you do this for a hobby, share it. You'll be surprised at the people who will walk away going, huh, how about that?
Yeah.
You don't have to impress them with everything you do, but you may get a fellow crafter. Or if you have a business, you may get somebody that goes, I never realized. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It really makes a difference. Now, he's 12,
Yes.
but that doesn't matter. Now he appreciates his mom.
Yeah.
Because it's when it's in your home,
Oh, yeah.
it's just normal.
It's just what happens here.
Exactly. So I don't know. I didn't know how hard my mom worked until I became an adult and went, holy cow.
I try to tell the kids adulting is not what you think it is, but they never listen. They
So
want to get there so fast. I'm trying to iron this, you guys, so it stops curling and make it easier for me to work with. If you guys know another idea, please share it. So this paper is a little thicker. I was looking for, I have a smaller roll of brown craft paper that isn't this heavy, but this is good. We'll still be able to see what I want to do. And so for this piece of paper, I thought it would be fun to make like some custom wrapping paper. And again, if I were making custom wrapping paper, I probably wouldn't use paper this thick, but you can get thinner rolls. It's a short roll like this. and it's thinner than this. Oh, Lord, there it is right there. After I fought with this for an hour, I find the smaller roll I was looking for. Let's use this one. Which is actually a little too thin.
Chris says try rolling in the opposite direction too.
It is, because it wants to roll up, Chris, so I have it laying down.
No, if you roll it in the opposite direction.
Oh, if I roll
Yeah.
it. I see what you're saying. Let's try with this one.
Any Illinoisans or Chicagoans, my sympathies. It's been a bad sports year. Did I see that my Blackhawks fired their coach?
Really?
I think so.
In the middle of the season?
The beginning of the season. It just started in October.
What football team they fired their coach in the middle of the season?
The Jets did. The Saints did.
Oh, wow.
And
More
the
than
Bears.
Three teams?
And that's why I say Chicago, because the Bears fired their coach. But he deserved it. Nobody deserves to get fired. Don't get me wrong. Unless, you stole from the company.
Yes.
But he was just grossly incompetent
I was
this
going
year.
to say, did he steal from the company, babe?
No, he was doing a bad job this year. And coaches are hired to be fired.
Oh.
We talk about that all the time.
I wouldn't want to be a coach then. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I got myself together. So we'll use the thinner paper because I think it's going to be easier. But you can get these rolls of craft paper, and they do come in different weights. Like this one is like a 60 GSM. It's pretty thick. And this one is thin. It's probably only like 20. So like if I was going to do something, I would look for like a, I don't know, maybe like a 30 or a 40, I think would be perfect. So I have my stamps here. These came out last Christmas. I thought it would be fun to use these because the idea is kind of like little gingerbread houses, but not.
Joellen Schweikert says, an idea someone said it was an idea that you used for lanterns. Could you be so kind as to send a link or a date that you made the video? I've tried to find it, but no luck. I do remember that. I think that was a Halloween.
Yes, it was Halloween. And if you look on my YouTube paper for resin paper, you'll find the lantern project because I was demonstrating resin paper and then we used the resin paper to make the lantern. So if you search resin paper on my YouTube channel, you should find it.
And she's trying to make an ornament.
It's a two-part video. Yeah, it's a two-part video. The first video shows how to make the resin paper, and then the second video shows how I use the resin paper to create the lantern. I know I have a new way of making resin paper too. I need to make another video.
You know, you should
It's
do
a
that
little
for
bit
your gift.
easier.
Do we have any of those lanterns left?
No.
Oh, that'd make a neat Christmas one. And by the way, the lantern you put in one of those, battery-powered lights. You don't put a flame.
No.
Yeah, because we want to keep the house.
Nothing down.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be cute. It's not quite like a gingerbread house, but I think the idea. And so I have some white. This is white mixing ink, but every time I use this, someone is surprised that you can use this ink by itself. You can. You can use this to stamp by itself. You don't have to use it to mix with another color. So I'm going to be using white. I am going to put a little bit of turmeric in my white just because I want to warm it up just a teeny bit.
Men's Cast, long-suffering Chicago sports fan, Chris Schmidt.
Long-suffering.
Yes, we're having an amazingly bad sports year. I didn't even get into the White Sox, who were literally the worst team in baseball this year.
The worst team?
Did they get to 20 wins out of a 162-game season?
Well, you can't always win.
Yeah, but, baby, 20 wins out of 162.
Oh, wow.
It was...
So what happens? Like, how does a team get to that place?
In the case of the White Sox, the owner is about 120.
Okay.
And I think he just does things the way he's always done them. And he's really...
He said 120, y'all.
He's got to be close. He's got to be in his 80s.
Okay.
I would guess maybe even close to 90 at this point.
And he just does what he's going to do and he doesn't listen to anybody.
When he first bought the team, he revitalized the White Sox. They were bad for 30 years. And they made the playoffs within 2 or 3 years of him buying the team.
Okay.
And he's pretty much coasted off of that. They did win a World Series once. They went to the playoffs in 83, in the 90s once, and then they won the World Series in 2011, 2012, I forget which, and they haven't been back since.
Oh.
I mean,
a long time.
In 40 years, that's how often they've gotten to the playoffs, like 4 times. That's terrible.
That is
But
terrible.
this year, the worst team in baseball. Then you add in the Bears, who should be great
The bad news bears.
because they were stacked before they drafted the best college quarterback coming out. He's been a rookie. We've talked about this. He's going to make rookie mistakes, but everybody else should be okay, and it's fallen apart. It's just
I think
collapsed.
that they hinge too much on the rookie. That's all I'm saying.
21
Yes,
wins, yeah.
He's going to grow, but they kind of hinge everything on his ability to come in and just perform.
But everybody fell apart. The defense, which Chicago is known for, has been god awful, and even still, they've been close in some games. The kid's really good. They're going to be a good team. Mm-hmm. It really did come down to coaching. There were like 4 moves this year.
And I feel bad for him because he's already had 2 coaches this year, right?
He's had 2 offensive coordinators.
Yeah. And so now
He's got 2 head coaches.
Yeah.
Although the new offensive coordinator's the head coach.
You guys, I put a little touch of the turmeric in here just because I want to warm up my white. I hope that that's not too much because I barely want to warm it up, but I do want to warm it up some.
And Chris said, yeah, White Sox had 21 wins. And Mary Casey says Jerry Reinsdorf is 88. The owner's 88.
Okay. I mean, 88 is not inherently bad, but it's just...
He's locked into the way he does things.
Yeah.
And the way he does things isn't that great.
Well, it's not working anymore. Well, we saw... What team was it you said that had a new play, and it took them through a whole season, but by the next season, everybody knew what they were doing, so it didn't work anymore.
That's in football. That's every scheme.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I guess my point I'm saying is whatever you use is only going to be useful for so long.
Well, the Bears are a good example of that. So they had a defensive coordinator in the early 80s named Buddy Ryan. He came up with a defensive scheme tailored to the players he had. And I want to say this with all the respect I can muster. Mm-hmm. They were animals. Oh. They were the most amazingly aggressive group that could target the ball. And he came up with this scheme, and no offense could overcome it. Well, within 2 years, everybody figured it out.
Yeah.
But they won the Super Bowl with that scheme.
Yeah, but you got to do something new.
That's the key. There's always a need for something new. And most people don't do that. It's rare.
So I'm staggering my houses, you guys. And you see I put just a little bit of that turmeric in there just so my white isn't like a stark white. Because I like for this to feel like gingerbread is my hope with this project because I'm doing it with you guys. I haven't practiced it before.
Kathleen Hoovus loves this idea to stamp paper for wrapping.
Yeah. I mean, you have your stamps, right? So why not use them? I'm going to put this one right here.
Jan McCrary, help us cheer for the Lions. No, will not do it. I'm a Packers guy. I can't do it.
You can't.
Although they deserve the win. They did deserve the win. The Lions are... I know if you're an Eagles fan, this is going to hurt for me to say. I think the Lions are the best team in the NFL right now.
Oh.
Considering how many injuries they have, it's phenomenal that they're on like an 11-game win streak.
My roller had black ink on it, y'all. Look, I cause problems for myself because I don't do a good job of cleaning my supplies. So I'm going to use a different roller for my next stamp. And let me clean off that stamp too. Oh, there's some saran wrap. Now I see it.
It would be neat for the Lions to win the Super Bowl.
And the Lions are from where?
Detroit City.
Detroit, okay.
Detroit Rock City. I don't believe they've won a championship since 56, 54.
I'm just wiping this off because my brayer had black ink on it, and it started coming off, which kind of muddied up my stamp there. It's no bueno. So I'm going to clean this before I roll on some more ink. Okay. What were you saying, babe? Maybe I should use paint. This white just isn't doing it for me.
I kind of like it. It actually looks like the beginning of a British show, and I'm trying to remember which one it was.
It wasn't what I saw in my head, though.
The Good Life? Was that it? Or it's not Are You Being Served?
You know, we'll do that on the next one. I'll use paint on the next one. That way we can see the difference. Kids in the Hall? No, I'm just kidding. That's usually the answer.
What's the one with the elderly couple? The woman's kind of, she's that sweet, abrasive.
That's like every show from the 50s. Baby.
Well, British, that.
Oh.
She's being very sweet at the same time she's tearing you down. But she always gets her comeuppance.
I don't know.
Linda Steffens, I agree with you. It hurts to say, but I think the Lions are the best team. And I'm a big fan of, if my team can't win, that good fans get a win. So, like, I want the Toronto Maple Leafs to win a Stanley Cup if the Blackhawks can't. Keeping up appearances. Thank you, Mins. The Lions have good fans. They really do. They're not like Pistons fans. They're good fans.
I hope there's not a Piston fan watching.
Oh, that probably is. They deserve it. I think Cleveland Brown fans deserve a championship again. Those are two teams that haven't won a championship since the 50s.
Oh, wow.
But they're great fans. So if my Packers can't, although they're still in the hunt, they're the best 9-4 team out there. I would like Detroit to win it.
Okay.
Yeah, Jan, they haven't been in a Super Bowl, but they won an NFL championship way back when. As long as Kansas City doesn't win. Because if they do, then they won 3 in a row.
I don't know, you guys. I'm having mixed emotions about this.
There's only been one team that's ever won a championship 3 years in a row.
Let's try a different stamp.
And the team has done it twice. Who is that team? In football.
In football? The Cowboys?
Cowboys have not won 3 in a row.
The Raiders?
Have not won 3 in a row. One team has won the championship 3 years in a row, and they've done it twice. They're the only team that's ever done that.
Won 3 times in a row twice?
3 times in a row. Nobody's ever done it except this team, and they've done it twice.
Oh, I don't know, baby. I'm going to find another stamp, you guys. You guys can tell me what you think. I think I saw something different in my mind. Maybe I should try with paint. I just think maybe it's not working with the ink. So what should I do? Should I try again with paint, or should I look for another stamp?
Jan McCrary says Pittsburgh. Mary Casey says the Patriots. No, they are not the ones.
They are not the ones.
Yeah. Karen Moyer, it's cute, but I don't have the patience to stamp my wrapping paper. This is my least favorite thing to do is wrap, and this would make it take longer.
Oh.
Kathleen Hoover says the stamp is hard to see, maybe a different color. Deborah DeRitter Walleman, not Washington, no.
Because I have this stamp right here.
Celestine Clark, I don't think the woman in Keeping Up Appearances is sweet, though. Isn't she? She's sweet to outside people, not to her husband.
Oh.
I think. I'm trying to remember. And I can't remember the character's name.
Nasty, baby?
No, she's got her opinions.
Oh, I see.
Kansas has not done it, nor has the 49ers. Nor has the Broncos. A lot of these teams have won 2 in a row. Only one has done 3. Chris Schmidt, what if you tried green on the stamp?
I know. I don't know if I have any green ink in here.
Susan Glazer, yes, thank you. The Green Bay Packers.
Oh. The Packers.
Packers have the most.
I should have known it was the Green Bay.
Packers have the most championships, and they're the only team to have won 3 in a row, and they did it 3 times.
I should have known that's what it was.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you guys, David didn't even watch football. He had stopped watching football altogether. And he went to that Green Bay Stadium when we went to Wisconsin, and he's come back a renewed fan of football.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
We cut the cord. We don't have cable. We don't have a satellite dish.
No.
And for the longest time, we had no channels, no streamers that we could watch a football game with.
But you also said when we were making the decision that you didn't care.
Correct. I was kind of done.
So that's why we made the decision.
Aaron Rodgers irritated me long before he went to the Jets.
I'm just using wipes to wipe off my rollers, and I'm going to try some paint.
Minnesota has never won a championship. Never. They've gone to 4 Super Bowls, but they've never won a championship, and they came into the league in 59, 60.
When did the league start?
Pardon?
When did the league start?
1931?
Oh, so they were late?
No, the Bears started. Cardinals are the oldest team.
Yeah, but they were in St.
And then
Louis?
the Bears are the second oldest. The Packers are the third oldest. And I want to say the Cardinals started in 28, the Bears in 29.
Okay.
So the league started in 28. Hyacinth, thank you. Hyacinth Bucket, but she insists it's pronounced bouquet. That is keeping up appearances.
Okay, I'm gonna try again, you guys, because I just have a vision in my mind, and I want it to be like reminiscent of like a gingerbread house. And I know these aren't the shape of gingerbread houses, but I think there is potential here. I'm not ready to give up yet, so I'm gonna try with paint, although my paint has little chunky stuff in it, and we're gonna see. I'm not ready to give up yet. That was too much paint on that one. And this could be a project, Karen. Like if you guys have like company over and you have, older kids or young adults, you guys could stamp your own paper. That would be a fun project. And then after the project is over, because we know young folks don't want stuff, right? They could have paper that they could use to wrap gifts.
Now, can I ask a question?
Yes.
You are rolling the ink on the paper.
I'm rolling it. This is just a piece of, como se dice?
No, but I'm saying you've got the thing that you're rolling it on the paper.
Oh, I know. I shouldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make somebody else know. Who was it last week that I was making nervous because I was working over my project? It's because I have to do stuff where you guys can see me. So my, workable space is pretty small. And whenever I stamp, I always like to let my stamp chill out and rest for a few minutes. Oh, that didn't hardly stamp at all. Let's see what we got from that one. That one's a little better. I thought I put too much on that one. Okay. I still like this better. What do you guys think? I like this better than the ink. So usually I prefer the ink, but for this project, I'm liking the paint better. And I think it's because it's just more paint, more significant on the project. The ink was just a little too light.
Carol Kincaid just gets YouTube TV for football season, then shut it off for the rest. I just can't bring myself to pay for.
Well, Dom let us use his now, so.
Right, but for the NFL package
no,
because you can get packages for all the major sports. I just can't bring myself to pay that amount of money.
They don't need our money, baby.
Yeah.
They got enough money.
And quite honestly, over the next, I think there's 2 more games where the Packers are the national game, so I'll be able to see it.
What do you guys think? I think the paint is better than the ink. And maybe you guys don't want to use this stamp, but you guys know IOD has so many different stamps and a lot of Christmas stamps at that. So you could use different stamps. I was just thinking about like gingerbread houses when I thought about this project, but I didn't have time to really test it. So we're testing it together. And I really should have some water to set these stamps in because I'm using them with paint. So when I go in the house, what I'll do is I'll just use some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and I will use an old toothbrush, and I will clean these. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's expensive. I can't bring myself. We spend enough already. For 16 games, 17 games, I just can't.
You can't do it, baby.
And then the playoffs are all on broadcast, so not an issue.
Okay. So that is my attempt at making a gingerbread-inspired wrapping paper. Mixed emotions. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. Our next project also includes brown paper. Yes.
Flea will subscribe for 1 month during the World Cup, gets the 30-day trial rate, and then out.
And then you're out of there. The next one I want to do, I've pulled out some...
can I say on the paper, conceptually, I like it.
I know.
I don't like what you did.
I know. I think...
I think just the repeating pattern of those don't thrill me. But I think if you did use a Christmas or a birthday kind of stamp,
I have some Christmas stamps.
it really would work much better. And I think altering the colors, or alternating the colors, I should say.
Because the Marion Bright stamp, it would be a good one because there's a lot of like Christmas themed stuff that you could do a repeat with. But it's already after 7. And I want to get one more
I'm not saying do it again. I'm just saying conceptually I like it though.
Yes. And so my last one, I do want to use the thicker paper for this one. And I pulled out, and you guys, what's the name of this tape? I am seriously struggling tonight. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I'm not showing up 100% like I usually do, but I'm on the struggle bus. What's the name of this tape? You guys know. They know. You guys know. Help me out. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me because my brain is not even recalling right now. So I have that tape, and then I have, this is a really old IOD stamp I'm going to use today. I looked for my dried flowers, but I could not find them because I wanted to use some actual flowers.
Washi tape?
Thank you. My washi tape. You guys, I have a whole like jar of washi tape. So I pulled out a few of them that I thought felt like Christmas. And I want to use my Apothecary. This is my Apothecary
stencil.
No, this is actually not. The Apothecary stencil is just this one stencil, and it's huge. This is like the Apothecary collection. This is
But it's a stencil, right?
It is, but the stencil design.
Told me no. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know this whole world anymore.
It is no. You said Apothecary stencil.
No, you said Apothecary, and I went stencil, and you went no.
So I have an Apothecary stencil. It's this stencil, and it's the whole stencil. This is the Apothecary collection. So it's like, oh man, look what I did. It's like 3 different stencils in one, literally. So it's a collection, and they're all around the idea of apothecary. So you have a cloche, a jar, a beaker. And so if you have a weird friend like me and you want to make them some custom paper or decorate their gift, you can wrap it in just like brown paper. And then after you wrap it, you could go in and do something like this. I think this would be fun, especially if you have a weird friend like me. She would really appreciate it.
Joellen Schweikert said maybe the Bohemia stamp could work as well.
Yes, the Bohemia would be beautiful because it's a pattern and it actually already repeats. So that would be an easier one. On this one, I do want to use... You guys can tell this is my favorite one on here, but you could use anything. I could do this and I could put something in here, but I want to use the beaker. Do me a favor, baby. Do you see that bag right there with a, you know what, never mind. It'd be easier for me to do it. I'll do it. I'm just hurting so bad. Yeah.
You caught me right mid-yawn, too.
It's fine. I get it, baby. Y'all, my joints are hurting. Man. I don't know what's going on.
Lee says, I hope you get good sleep tonight. She'll be out.
I am. You know, my problem is I've been going to bed at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Whenever I get into this like creative mode, it is just, it's madness. My poor husband. Y'all pray for him. I did cook dinner one time this week, though.
You made dinner for me twice.
Oh, I did. I cooked twice.
It was the same dinner, but I was happy with it. Heck, I'll have it again tonight if you're up for it.
No.
See?
I love ya, but I'm not cooking. I am doing. I made some turkey soup out of the last. Although I didn't put your turkey breast in there, babe. So you better eat it.
Well, I got to get some bread to make a sandwich.
Okay.
We're out of bread, and I didn't make it to the store today.
So I am just putting this little beaker on my paper. And these are just like little inexpensive makeup sponges that I'm using. And those of you who've taken the Stencil Lab course, you guys have seen the different things that we can use in our stencils. And to me, this one is the most accessible and the least expensive. Although, you should not craft when you're tired, apparently.
Amber Demakowitz says you need to take turmeric.
You know what? I put turmeric in my soup tonight, so hopefully that helps. But yeah, I think nobody wants to hear this, but I think perimenopause is just, we think perimenopause is just like hot flashes and stuff, but it can really impact like your joints and other things too. And I feel like that's what's going on with me because there's no reason for me to be hurting all the time. Like I'm not that active. I'm not working out.
Maybe that's why?
Maybe.
Not that I want us to start working out.
I told you, we keep up with them grandbabies. We're going to start working out, baby.
I can still lift them. The oldest not for long, but
You can still. Oh, I was going to pull out a transfer.
Although when she was crying and I walked her, that did get to me after a little while.
I know. You was struggling. And so I had some baby's breath, and I did. I took them to the warehouse to stage some stuff, and then I didn't bring them back. But I had some baby's breath, and I was like, I could use my washi tape, and I could tape like a baby's, a dried flower right here in this beaker, and that would be really cute on the top of a gift, right? Or I could use a transfer in there too. Which I put all my Christmas transfers over there. Let me go get one.
Min says, I bought the Toile IOD stamp. Was going to try and stamp green for the holidays.
Ooh.
I like the result better with ink versus paint.
Yeah, usually I prefer ink, but it's just what I'm saying. It's weird that I prefer the paint over the ink. Normally when I'm stamping, I just really do prefer the results I get with the inks more than with stamps. More than with paint. But, we never know. For those of you who were on the Whatnot yesterday, we were talking about the one transfer that works really good with the recycled antler stencil. It was this one, Lover of Flowers. And each one of these fits perfectly on those antlers. And the piece that I showed you guys last night had, I know it's probably missing. This one's really pretty. I think it's missing because I used it on that one.
I'm guessing Ari got home.
Oh, okay.
She was probably watching while she was driving because she was driving back from the wedding. Because she just said hi.
Oh, hey, Ari Nana.
Chris Schmidt, menopause, hormones will mess. Oh wait, Dana Block, hormones will mess you up. Chris Schmidt, it affects everything: joints, skin, hair, brain, absolutely everything. Amber, I take turmeric every day. It's excellent for joints, arthritis, any inflammation.
And usually David calls it my voodoo tea because I use ginger, lemon, and turmeric.
Yes. And it smells like hoodoo. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, stop.
Ari says, yes, she is home. So glad to hear that you are safe.
I'm glad you made it home safely. You look like you had a good time.
I hope she had a good time.
Ooh, this one will be a good one. What do you guys think?
Weddings with babies. I don't know how you do it, but...
Well, we got to learn how to do everything with babies.
Well, we always tried to avoid the... I needed something to keep me up on the drive, so I played the live.
You guys don't have... neither of you had a big family, though.
What?
You or Becky.
Yes. She had one brother. I have no siblings.
Yeah. So that makes a difference. When you have a big family, baby, you just got to make it work because There's an expectation. Ooh, this would make a really beautiful wrapping paper, huh? I didn't think about that. Anyways.
Yes, it was a good time. Tiana was well behaved. She's 6 months. She's not acting up. Although I did see her sit up. Did you see that
I
video?
saw the video.
That was wonderful.
Oh my goodness. I think it was this one. Was this one the one that I used on the antlers? Anyways. If you are someone who does workshops, this would be a really cool workshop to do with the recycled antler stencil and this book of transfers, because you could give each of your students one of these transfers to use on their antlers. But I pulled this one out. I think this one would look really pretty inside of my oh, it's a little bit bushier than I thought it was going to be. We're going to make it work. It's all make-believe anyways, right?
Joellen Schweikert, if I eat spinach and cheese, it makes my joints hurt.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Spinach? I put some kale. We had smoked turkey, so I made some smoked turkey, and I just boiled it so it all fell off the bone with some onion and garlic. And I was going to put some Great Northern beans, but I didn't have any, so I ended up putting garbanzo beans in there and some kale. And I seasoned it the way I normally season my hummus. So I used turmeric and that's too much. See, it covered up. Although I can go over that with my stencil. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fired tonight. And I did pull out my stamp too, because I love brown paper. Like, I really do love the way brown paper and white looks. It feels like classic. It never, ever, ever goes out of style. Not that we care about stuff going out of style now at our age, because we're going to do what we like to do anyways. But I do feel like brown and white, like craft paper and white, is always going to work. And so even if you wanted to create your own I love this thing. I can pop out like a whole bunch of tags, but I could stamp these, or I could put a bunch of little transfers on these, and they would be custom. And so anybody here knows me knows that they're going to get a handmade gift, or they're going to get a kit for them to be able to make something. And so these are just little touches I like to add to my gifts. And I think that these are the touches that can make gifts special. It doesn't have to be the most expensive gift, but thoughtful gifts, because when you make them yourself, you're able to make something perfect for the person for whom you're giving the gift to. And I think that that is what, in the end, what matters. Are you doing something else over there?
No, ma'am. Got you, and I got you.
Oh,
I'm just watching you.
Oh, okay. That's the comment about watching us for a year, because I saw a big old long comment come up. Were there any questions?
Oh gosh, that was a while ago.
I know. That's what. After a while, it just starts repopulating.
Recycling the comments.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Whatnot, how people just keep rejoining.
I know.
And they never leave.
I was excited for Saturday's Whatnot because there was a lot of Christmas. And is Patricia here tonight? Patricia Cassidy? Because she has bought so many project pieces. I am excited to see what she does with them.
Patricia Cassidy?
Yeah. So if you guys buy stuff from me on Whatnot, I would love to see what you make with them. I really, really would. My stuff that I pick is not just junk to me. I have a personal connection to it, and I would love to see what ends up happening to it. I really like this. I'm going to make this.
Kathleen Hoovis, I wrap all my presents under the tree, under the tree, in white butcher block paper, then use silver and blue embellishment.
Yeah, that is, yes.
And Amber loves giving homemade gifts.
I really do. Although David pretty much shops for everybody in our life. But when we go to different stuff, like your Christmas, when is your Christmas party?
For what? Which one?
For the radio station.
A week from this coming Wednesday.
Okay.
So the first 3 Wednesdays in December had Christmas parties. You had the chamber. I couldn't go because I was working.
Yes.
I have Seekis. You can go. And then the week after, I think we might have DeMar, so it might just be me.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are no kids.
Yeah. Yeah, the radio station is no kids. The owner doesn't even bring his kid. Now, his kid's older now.
Yeah.
But even when he was little, he didn't bring his
He didn't
kid.
bring him.
And I
Yes.
think they said we're just doing dinner. We're not. Last year we threw axes.
We threw axes. That was fun.
I did not want to do it until I did it. And then I was like, that was fun.
It was fun. The only thing is that bus didn't have very good suspension, and my body is old.
No, that trip hurt because it was a 2-hour drive to and a 2-hour drive back.
It was, yeah, it wasn't even the drive, though. It was just the bounce, 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 bounce.
I know, but I'm saying 2 hours of that.
Bouncing, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going in back over the top of my stencil again.
So Amber is making driftwood chimes with hanging beads and aged
Isn't that
bells
cute,
this
you
year.
guys?
Neat wind chimes. We need one for our tree to get the birds out.
The birds are just killing my car, man. They gotta go. And thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I know I am so low energy tonight. I am sorry. I am just poured out. I have no other word for it. And it looks like it's going to be like this until the end of the year. Hopefully I'll have more energy next week, though. I'll take a nap.
You will. Yeah, you didn't nap today.
No, I
slept late.
till 11:30.
Yeah, you slept really late.
I mean, I was up till 2:30 last night, though, but I know I'm trying to, I think I'm trying to include so many things in my day. So like I'm trying to make room for my art practice, right? So like at least once a day, even if it's just a quick sketch, I'm trying to do something. And then I'm working on designs that should have been done already, but that's a whole nother story. And the warehouse. I mean, just and all the things. You solopreneurs, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know. They know the deal. And so, yeah, it just catches up with you every now and again. That's all.
Yeah.
And did anybody have any questions? We had a lot of questions. There were a lot of questions last night about the Roycycle t-shirts. I did put the link on the Roycycle Treasures Facebook page for the t-shirts, so you guys can find them there. I think there's 5 different colors. So it's this shirt exactly, but it's just different colors. And they're available on that link. There were some questions about the retreat, and you guys can find more information at roycycledacademy.com about the retreat.
Oh, we should mention it here. So, one, very few seats left. Mm-hmm. Jump on it. And I hate to say it, early bird pricing is over.
Yeah, it ended December 1st.
Ended December 1st, so now the price is the price. But there's only a few seats left. Get in, because it's a limited number. It's 60, max 60.
Yeah.
That's the deal. But tomorrow night, we're both going to be at our city council meeting.
Oh, yeah.
For different reasons. I'm going there to cover the swearing in of the new council members. You're going
Oh,
as
yeah, I'm
part
supposed
of
to
the
be presenting tomorrow. I got to call Vance.
chamber board presenting the annual report. But our council is voting on whether or not to sign a contract for passenger air service.
Yes.
So, which I
am pretty sure it's going to be a yes. Like, why would they
I
vote
am
no?
too, but it's the city council. You never know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say I'm 80% certain. So if you are coming to the retreat, after Monday, we will know whether or not you can fly into Phoenix and catch a connecting flight here rather than having to drive.
Yes. And I know I have a couple ladies who are concerned. If you guys registered for the retreat and you're not in the Facebook group, there is a private Facebook group. Make sure that you guys request entry into the group, because there's already conversation in there between people about when they're going to fly in, and you know, whether or not they're going to carpool so you can like hitch a ride with somebody, or you know, or whatever you guys want to talk about. People are introducing themselves in there. It's really cool because we love community, right? We love community. And so make sure that you guys request entry into the group, and then my assistant is supposed to be sending out another email with a link to the Facebook group. So if you haven't gotten it already, you will be getting it soon, so that you guys can get in there.
But
oh, thank you, Chris. They are. I you know what? I get the t-shirts that I like. So these are like the softy ones. You know, they aren't just like the regular cotton tees.
so I just bring that all up to say, if you don't want to rent a car, if you don't want to, if you fly into Tucson, chances are you're getting a connecting flight already.
Yes.
So that's a pain. Then you have to drive 2 hours to get here. If you fly into Phoenix, you might be able to fly in direct, but it's like 2.5 to 3 hours to drive here.
Yeah.
This way, you can fly direct to Phoenix, catch the flight to Safford. We pick you up. We drive you everywhere.
Yeah.
Just saying, if you want.
We mean David drives you
Yeah.
everywhere.
And that's just an option. So we'll know tomorrow night. You can post it on that group, whether or not that's available. David, when is your whatnot? My whatnot is the opposite week of Royce's. So we're going to do every other week. She does one week, I do the next. That'll give us each time to curate.
Prepare. And so his next one is Saturday.
Is Saturday. Normally I start at 1 p.m. local time, so noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. I'm going 1 hour earlier.
Oh, yeah. What do we have next Saturday? I forgot.
It's the Holiday Light Parade.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So our community has, like every other community, has a Holiday Light Parade. And I'm on the group that organizes that, and I'm the early announcer.
Everybody doesn't have a light parade, though. Did you know that?
A lot of communities do. Let me put it that way.
A lot of communities. I was just on a call in our business group. Remember, we were talking about the whole parking issue on Small Business Saturday? Because they have their Christmas parade on that Saturday, as opposed to having it Friday night for a light parade.
Ari Sanchez, y'all stay warm. Everybody's getting sick. Tiana and I have been running from all the sickness. Now it's hit our home. We are staying in the room hiding. Oh. Dom and Damar? Oh, I hope not.
Don't bring Damar over here sick. I'm telling y'all right now. Grandma got stuff to do.
Lisa Pearson, new to the group, but got signed up for the retreat, combining it with a visit to my sister in Mesa.
Oh, perfect.
So there you go. That's perfect. Bring your sister. Sign her up, too.
She can come and come and hang out with us.
That'd be a perfect sister weekend.
The retreat a little bit. You guys, I'm building an experience, not just it's going to be an experience. And so the retreat starts on Thursday night with the meet and greet. The meet and greet will be in the hotel lobby, like the event hotel lobby. So hopefully that means you can just come in, drop your bags, right? And you can just come downstairs and hang out for a little bit and then just go back upstairs, right? Easy peasy. Everybody gets 2 drink tickets. If you don't drink, you can give it to somebody else. Everybody who's enrolled gets 2 drink tickets. I'll say that. And then if your +1 wants to buy something at the bar, they can. So when I say downstairs in the hotel lobby, it's downstairs in like the hotel.
They have a bar.
It's a bar and then the patio off the bar.
Yeah.
So,
and by the way, it's April in Arizona.
Yes.
April in Michigan is cold. April in Arizona will be beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous weather in April. And then we have Friday morning. You can come to the venue at 8 o'clock in the morning. There will be a continental breakfast, but it won't be like the kind of continental breakfast you get at like Best Western. We have an artisan baker, and she will be baking some fresh pastries for us each day. And we'll probably get coffee from Genevieve's.
Are you going to do that, or did you talk to the guy who's doing the custom brewing?
Oh, can he come brew coffee for us and bring it? That's
know.
what I'm saying, baby.
I don't know if he's got the equipment to serve it.
Yeah.
He's making the coffee. I don't know if he's...
That's what I'm saying to you, baby.
Yeah, to brew and serve. I don't know.
You're going to be carting people around. I don't want to be stressed out about trying to get that stuff done and
I get it.
To visit with everybody. So that's why I'm trying to make it to where it's done.
I get it.
So, and then we'll have lunch. I'm thinking we're probably going to have pizza from Fancy. I don't know. Why did he name it Fancy Pizza?
Fancy Pizzeria.
Anyways, he makes his dough fresh every morning. He makes hand stretch pizzas every day. Beautiful pizza. And then hopefully we can get El Mesquite.
The only thing he doesn't make or source locally is the cheese.
Yeah.
Everything else he makes it there, or it's locally sourced.
So we're working with our local businesses. I don't know. I'm just super excited about the experience. And then, of course, we'll be creating all day Friday, all day Saturday, half a day on Sunday. So those who have to travel to the airport, you guys will have half a day for travel time. And when I say all day, I mean like 10 to 4. So we'll start at 10 officially. From 8 to 10, though, there's kind of an open time in the space. You can eat breakfast. Jane will be leading meditation in one of the spaces. You can participate in that if you want. And then we'll be creating from 10 to 4. And then in the evening, we're having the Spring Festival which is a chamber event, and I've already negotiated for us to have like a dedicated space. So if you guys want to come join after hours, you can come down to the Spring Fest, and the seating where we'll be close to the stage, so we can listen to not like so close, it's gonna be loud. Y'all know what I mean. Close to the stage though, so we can see live music. There'll be wineries there giving tastings, and we're gonna have.
I don't know if the brewery is going to have anything there.
No, but we're talking about going out and talking to breweries though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
See, you're in those negotiations.
So, and there are food trucks and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a wonderful weekend. A lot of my ladies are bringing their spouses. I know Kathy's bringing her daughter, but she'll be with us. She'll be hanging out and crafting with us. So, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. And for me, I want it to be a retreat. And of course, I'm going to feed you guys lunch. I won't make you work all day. And the price does include breakfast and lunch and snacks. And all of your art supplies and an apron. I'm so excited. I ordered my aprons during Black Friday, so they came yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, big old huge box. So the aprons came. We have sponsors for the swag bags. I'm really excited. I'm getting excited. I feel like it's tomorrow, even though it's in April, but we're getting down to the wire. So
the hotel and the link is in the group or in the email? I mean, I can tell you the name of the hotel, but there's a link to get the retreat rate.
Yeah, we just have that in there. They get it in an email, and it's in the Facebook group as well.
Because Julie Brawley is asking, what's the name of the hotel? I can give you the name of the hotel, but if you just call and make a reservation, you're going to get the open rate.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the Roy Cycled retreat rate.
Yeah.
You got to follow the link through the email.
So, Julie, reach out, and I will get you taken care of. I'm trying to be... I don't want to dishonor Martine by just, giving it out, because
right.
We want to make sure that the people that are coming to the event are the ones who are getting the discount.
That's what I'm saying.
A discount.
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
I could say it, but it's not going to get you the rate.
No.
And you want the rate. You want the recycled rate, because Martine is taking care of you.
He really is. Is.
He's on our tourism committee with me. He's a good guy.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do it here in my community too, I keep saying this, but it's so true, because I'm able to negotiate like stuff.
Oh, Kathy Sanchez is now watching.
Oh, hi.
So we got
Kathy.
Ari and Kathy.
Kathy, every time I walk out of my warehouse, I see the note that you left on my dry erase board, 3 months ago? But that's all we have for tonight. I'm going to go in the house.
No, you started to say something. Why is it in my community?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's because I have relationships here. So it makes it possible. I mean, to the point where was I? We were somewhere, and I ended up talking to Reed about the sound. But it wasn't like in a formal space. It's just because...
Yeah, so...
Where were we? Because Reed and I already talked about it. Because I want to make sure that you guys can hear everything, right? So I want you guys to understand, too, the way my mind works. The space that we've chosen is accessible. So if you have a walker, you're going to be able to get around the space. A wheelchair, you're going to be able to get around the space really easily. The bathrooms are accessible. I want to make sure that everyone's going to be able to hear. So we're going to have additional sound, in the space to make sure everyone hears instructions clearly. We're going to have a monitor to make sure that everybody can see what we're doing. And even my supplies. I've been getting supplies in this week. I'm all getting all excited. I've ordered different things. For instance, little grippy things for the paint brushes, right? In case somebody has a hard time. Because sometimes if my hands are bad, gripping this little skinny brush, right? Doesn't seem like a big deal unless your hands are not always 100%.
If your hands don't want to close.
Yeah. And so I ordered some extra grippies for that. And I think it's just my profession, working at Seekis for so many years, and working with families about keeping their members active.
That Seekis, by the way, serves seniors.
Yeah, serve seniors. I'm going to be officially a senior in January. I get to take free classes at EAC. But I digress. So I think my mind just operate, and then taking care of Mom too. I mean, because remember we were downtown that time and we could not find a restroom to get our wheelchair into.
Right.
Seriously. So it's kind of front and center for me. It's how I filter everything. So it's going to be an event that's truly accessible for everyone. Now, the event, I can't make any promises about that because that's not my space. But the Spring Fest. But as far as my event,
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Kathleen, Julie. Julie, I have is at reservation, but I don't know which one is where the retreat is at. Reach out to Royce. She'll get it to you.
Reach out to me and let me know because it is 2 different motels. So the owners own they own 2 motels, and those 2 motels literally have a sidewalk that goes between them, like on the, not the back end, but like the patio of this motel has a sidewalk that goes to the patio of this one. So even if you booked in the one over here, it's still going to be similar. You'll just go upstairs, drop your bag, come down the little sidewalk and come to the thing.
Yep.
So if you booked at either motel that we listed, you're going to be good.
Yep. They're the same ownership group, even though it's 2 different hotel names. Same ownership group. They remodeled, they gutted it.
Well, so I was going to say, so honestly, we have plans to have it at Best Western, but if they're done with the remodel and it's fabulous over there, we might go over there. Martine knows this.
Yeah.
So
They're redoing the whole thing. Ari Sanchez. Dom is fine. Damar's been running a fever for 2 days.
Oh.
So I'm going on a disinfecting spree tonight when everybody's asleep. And I was just sitting on the couch going, I want to go see the baby. I ain't going now.
It was out
Y'all
of
is
nowhere.
sick.
I know. Y'all got bugs. Y'all can have those.
I'm too old. I can't. I don't recover like you kids do.
I know. I have stuff to do. And is Damar watching? Because who was it last night that got the package? Because Damar was helping me in the warehouse last week, and he signed his name, and I forget it. She was like, it was cute that she got her package, and Damar's signature was on there.
Yeah.
So that's all we have for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys' grace because I know that I'm not 100% tonight, but we did cancel. Was it last Sunday we canceled? We did.
Last Sunday, yes.
Last Sunday. So I wanted to make sure that we showed up this Sunday.
Well, again, because we had events.
Yeah.
It was Mary Main.
It was we worked, you guys. How many s'mores do you think we gave out? So we gave out 6 in s'mores all night, which it wasn't hard work, but we were just in the path of smoke all night.
Yeah.
Because we had open fire pits and people were making s'mores.
I forget. I want to say she had 1,800. She sold the rest, she told me.
Oh, okay.
We probably gave out about 600 or 700.
About 600 or 700 kits to make s'mores. Yeah, it was pretty cool because there were adults who never made s'mores before. I was watching.
Yeah.
And so it was fun to watch them. And the kids, of course. And the dad showing the kids how to make the s'mores, in the open fire.
Ari says Tiana and her are hiding.
Okay. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Connie. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed week. And Lord willing, we will see you next week. David will be on Whatnot next Saturday at 11 a.m.
11 Pacific
time.
2 Eastern.
So, and what are you doing?
I'm doing just action figures. So if you're still on and you care, if you have somebody that likes this world, as we've discovered, my customers are not as nice as Royce's customers. You guys are all pleasant. My people are, how much? Give it to me. But if you have somebody who likes it, don't mix comics and action figures. It doesn't work. So next week is just action figures. So if you're looking for something to buy for somebody who likes that sort of thing, my show is at 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern on Whatnot. It is called Arizona Fan Fest.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's not David Bell, not David Hunt.
It's Arizona Fan Fest.
Arizona Fan Fest.
And then, of course, I'll be live here, Lord willing, on Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time next Sunday. And what should we do next Sunday, you guys? I should take a poll.
We have 18 people left on the Facebooks.
Everybody's out.
And 25 on the YouTubes.
Oh, we should do a giveaway for those who are still here.
All right. Yeah, if you hang in.
Because I almost forgot about it. So I have a zipper bag for those of you who hung out with us to the end. Let's see. I have oh, look, there's a name in here. She must not have contacted me. So this is a fiber, what do you call these, baby?
Towel.
Microfiber towel. And this is like a really nice one. It's really thick and dense. We have a sanding block in here. There is a paintbrush kit in here. You guys, these are rubber spatulas, but they make really good paint sticks for your paint. And you can wash them and reuse them instead of just throwing away your paint sticks. A sticker, a Royce sticker, and then a card. and a little scraper. And then of course the zip, I love these bags. I love them because you can see what's in them, which is my favorite part. And you can store your stamps or whatever in here. So this is the giveaway. I'll let you do the whatever you're gonna do.
All right, so here's what I'm
And that
gonna
means
do.
we have to do a giveaway next week because we're gonna have to choose each platform.
No, here's how we're gonna do. Well, yeah, we could do another one next week.
Yeah.
But I got a way to do both platforms.
Oh.
All right, so here's the thing. I am going to say 3, 2, 1 now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the first person to post after that.
Okay. What do they post?
Just anything. Just me, I'm here, hello.
Okay.
Stick it in your ear. I don't care. You can put whatever you want.
In your ear.
And
He
that's
said
on
stick it in your ear.
both
just to be
YouTube
clear.
and Facebook, and then the first one on each, we'll do a showdown for that.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1 now. Chris Schmidt is the
Oh.
first one on Facebook. Ruru2 on YouTube. All right.
I'll just do 2. I'll make 2. I have everything.
You
in
make
this
2 of
bag.
those?
Yeah, I'll
There you
make
go.
2 of these.
All right.
So Chris
Ruru
Schmidt
2
and Ruru 2.
and Chris Schmidt.
Okay. Do me a favor, you guys. Email me at contact@roycycle.com. Chris, I know how to find you because you're in the membership. But Ruru 2, email Roycycle. Contact. Is it contact us? Contact us at roycycle.com with your information so I can get yours out. And then Chris, send me your information. Just message me, and that way I can get you your bag too. So I'll just do one for each because I think I have all this stuff. So we'll do this, and we should do 12 days of something. Christmas is almost here. Usually we do something this time of year. We'll figure out something. We forgot something to say thank you to our peeps. So that's it. I gotta go. I have nothing left to give.
See, that's why you hang in till the end. Although we got Ari and Kathy going back and forth like we're their texting app. So that's Ari's mom is Kathy, our in-laws, which is great. She was so sad. Tiana was so sad when you walked away from the window. She had her bottom lip poked out.
She kills me with that lip.
That little girl knows. Well, she's 6 months old. She knows how. She gets that lip going, and then Grandpa's got to do whatever, and I'm guessing Nana has to do the same thing.